So we are starting. This is the 69th nice episode of West Marches. And I didn't know we were playing today.
What's your cat's name?
His name is Tetsu.
Tetsu's on stream?
He's chilling next to me.
Okay, I can't see you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't have the camera on.
Wait, then how did Kit know?
Because I posted a picture of him in out of character discussion.
That makes more sense. Cool. Yeah, named after the great character Tetsu. Right?
Sure, let's go with that.
Oh, was it not? That's what I assumed when I first met Tetsu.
We went over this last time. He's named after a character from Haikyuu.
Which, by the way, I started watching.
I missed that part. I remember being told to watch Haikyuu.
Yo, you should watch Haikyuu.
Yeah, I've been told.
Haikyuu.
None of my friends will listen to me. I'm like, no, it's the best. You don't understand. Boys volleyball anime is where it's at.
I'm starting it, and it's like I know nothing about it. I have never played volleyball. I've never done anything with volleyball, and yet I'm like, tell me more.
It's so good. It's so good. It's in my top 3 of all-time favorite anime. But that's not why we're here today.
No, it is not. This is not an anime discussion stream. It's also not a stream, but anyway. So, we head back into the town of Zarnemsa, where we have 4 people who are doing things over the course of the last week. What did they do? Who'd like to go first?
I can kick things off. Awesome. Hi, everybody. Episode 69 here. It's your boy Dave. I play Dothoff Brimble, Halfling Grave Cleric, he, him. I'm going to advance Project Clock, and I would love to do a quick scene, if possible, along those lines. So yeah, I'm advancing my existing Project Clock, or the Devout, excuse me. Let's do a slash 2d6 plus 2 plus 3 was 5. 10, I think that's a 1. Or is it 2?
I think it's a 2 at least. Yep, 2 ticks. So you're halfway done. What does this mean for?
Seeing as Finric was in the last mission that involved a certain giant who had a certain, let's say, divine allegiance that was unexpected. I'd like to invite Finric to the catacombs of the temple to question a certain former statue about that.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So yeah, the 2 of you head into the temple. You light the sconces as you go.
Of course, naturally.
And you enter the room that Last Breath of a Dying Friend has been staying in. She isn't a statue anymore, but it doesn't seem like she's moved much each time that you come in.
So just like undisturbed dust around.
Basically, yeah. Like there's dust on the ground, except for where you walk. And she watches you as you enter.
Greetings jump into it today, I brought one of my allies. I don't know if you've met or not.
We have not.
Finrick.
Finnear one of our strongest and bravest of warriors. We recently came across, it looks at Finrick, a giant, Premier Latasiva.
He's kind of known for being awful.
He,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
He came to the Rookery, which is, if you're unfamiliar, a establishment a handful of miles away from here in Zarnemsa, and he said it was his right to claim it, and he had an amulet bearing, to be frank, the Hound of Urugalan. His magic seemed incredibly similar to my own, and he said we were of a feather. Yet he attacked, and I have never heard Urugalan in my prayers directly or indirectly reference this individual. Why would he attack?
Premier. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. There's a word that I'm not thinking of.
Yeah, you get some of that. That
Not
pandemic brain fog.
enterprising. Opportunistic. Premier is an opportunist. He saw a chance to get onto the winning side of conflict and took it. And he was banished for it. I presume, though I do not know, that he was attempting to flee his prison.
I know not from where he fled, but still, he wielded the the word of Urugalan so powerfully and adeptly. Does Urugalan still offer his capital H blessings?
Urugalan offers his blessings to those who would do Urugalan's will. Romir is one such individual.
I'm just lost at how I can serve Urugalan so closely, and yet another who does the same can attack me and those who I call allies, who you've told me to trust in, and we strike with the same force against one another.
Urugalan has deemed you both worthy, but what you do with his gifts are up to you.
When does he become not worthy?
That is up to Urugalan.
Seems like Urugalan made a bad decision there.
Tough, like almost involuntarily shudders a little bit.
Yeah, you see just the slightest bit of annoyance on Last Breath's face when you say that. She hides it quickly.
Dotoff looks to her and then looks to Fenric and kind of like pleading eyes, like, dude, chill. Thank you for your wisdom regarding this. It's given me great pause over the last few days. I do not know how to process this fully, but I appreciate your insight as always.
And I am happy to provide it whenever you need. And I think that's the scene.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you both.
All right. Who's next?
I had a question for you, Eric.
Yes.
I mentioned about wanting to help out the other group some way with my downtime action if I could.
Yeah.
Was thinking about trying to find a scroll for them.
Okay.
I thought, what is it? It's a scroll of Death Ward.
Cool.
And I thought I would just try and go about it the same way I went about looking for the book, which is just going to the library and inquiring with the people who work there. What's the library? I can't remember. It's the library in the school.
I mean, the school has a library.
Sorry. Yeah, just using my downtime action to try and locate it and buy it if I need to.
Okay, yeah. I'm just looking at the downtime rules because I think this feels more like a check than a project clock because project clock is over many sessions.
Yep.
If you want to make like investigation or arcana or something along those lines, and add your lifestyle bonus to it.
Okay. All right, so I'm definitely going with the rich lifestyle.
Okay, yeah.
And let's see. None of it's good. I'll go with investigation, I guess.
Okay.
Yikes! So that's a 6.
Okay. I'm not gonna say you don't find it because they definitely have it. I think they can get it to you. Yeah, it's just gonna be the one scroll, and it's gonna cost extra.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 1.5 times whatever it would normally cost.
Okay.
You can find that out.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Cool. But yeah, they try to help you, but they've only got the one copy. They need to make a new one for you. And that's what's going to take the time. Okay. And remind me of this so that we can give it to the next group because I'm gonna forget.
Okay, yeah. I'll post something in character discussion.
Yeah, because I'm writing it down in my notes, but it's entirely possible I won't look at my notes.
Gotcha.
All right. So Bucky or Kit, got anything?
Yeah, I think my downtime action's just leveling up.
Oh, okay, that's an important one.
Yeah, so I took another level in Ranger.
Cool.
Mostly just running around the woods with my giant bird.
Right. So in the midst of doing your training, you are helping set up your law practice. And one day, while filing paperwork, fixing up the front office, you hear the door, the bell on the door ring as someone walks in. They are a tall-ish, bronze-scaled individual. Where's their thing? And yeah, they like come up to you while you're behind the desk. It's like, I saw the sign. Are you still hiring?
Yes, we are. We have not officially opened yet, so won't quite have work yet, but is there a particular position you're looking for?
I'm good at legwork if you need it. Uncovering evidence.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need people like that. You got any references?
None in town.
All right. Tell you what, and they're gonna take a piece of parchment and a quill, and they're gonna kind of like put it on the desk and slide it across. You, I want you to go ahead and write me called a cover letter.
What should it cover?
Just some basic information about yourself, why you would like the job, things like that. Just a little formality so we can get you on the books, get to know you a little bit better.
Okay. So they take this piece of paper and the quill, and they quickly draft their cover letter, and it basically goes over pickpocketing is not going well. I need money. Um, please hire me.
Ariel's just gonna like take it, kind of like fold up the piece of paper, shove it in a desk drawer, and go, "Perfect, you're hired."
Cool. So this is Rakul, Zrakul. They are your first follower,
Perfect.
and they are, I forget. I think they're a third level cut purse.
Perfect. My
Yeah.
first employee.
Cool.
Gotta have an investigator when you're starting law practice. So
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right. And what is Craig doing?
Break is leveling up.
Excellent. What does that look like?
Craig is going to pretty much lock himself inside of his tower and just like feverishly study magic, trying to figure out the secrets of the universe.
Very cool.
And he does.
Yes, he does. Alrighty. So, the four of you meet up at the train station to get ready to go to Maverick's Marsh, where Theriel is from, which is in the Empire proper, where three of you are from.
By the way, just as a minor side note to y'all, Craig is looking a lot rougher than normal.
Yeah. He's taken
But-
the loss of the Count really hard.
Yes, that's what caused it.
When did that happen?
Last session.
Oh no!
Yeah. Craig, team champ of last session, gave up a lot.
Yeah.
So Ariel's not going to be giving him much shit this session.
Would you like me just to teleport us there? Or do we want to take some birds? I forget what they're called. Griffins.
Griffins.
Craig would obviously remember what that is, but yes.
How far away is it?
Nebulously distanced. I don't know. It's probably more than a day's train ride.
Does the train connect all the way there at this point?
Yeah, the train connects to the nearby city that's just off the map, and then that connects to the rest of the Empire's network. So yeah, you won't get directly there. You'll have to walk from the nearest city to Maverick's Marsh, but it gets you close.
I don't know. I'm up for a little exploring if you guys are.
A train ride would be fine as well.
Been a while since I've been on the train. I believe that was our first mission together, Mr. Craig.
Was it?
It was.
Oh, I guess I forget. Oh well. Train it is then.
All right. You head on the train. I think it takes 3 days. You eventually get better accommodations than the freight train, I think it's called. Just the cargo. Because really all that Zernemsa sends is iron and wood. They don't get a lot of passengers. They get a couple, but not a lot. But once you get to the nearby city, you can get like a actual passenger's cabin. And now is a great time for you if you don't have inspiration to do a scene together. Do you all have inspiration?
I don't have inspiration actually. I just
I
found that out.
do.
Neither do I. I do not.
I don't either.
Great.
I always forget I have inspiration, so this is inspiration from several sessions ago.
Yeah. Doftoff kind of sidles up to Finrick and gives him one of the elbow in the side and kind of thumbs over at Craig and like looks back and forth between them. It's like he seems really sad.
Yeah, it seems like something's up with him. Maybe we bend his ear a bit.
Yeah, I've known him for a long time. I've never seen him like this before. Yeah, let's go check in. And yeah, fucking emotional support squad, Finrick Doftoff is mounted up.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to remain.
Yeah, center back into character.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Dov kind of traipses over and says, "Oh, Mr. Craig, how are you today? You're
And I'm just gonna kind of like turn and look at you, and it probably looks like Craig hasn't like actually like showered or shaved in like at least 3 days, and he's just gonna kind of go, "I'm doing all right, thank you."
oh, Mr. Craig, I so miss our witty repartee about the nature of life and death and necromancy. Please, uh, tell me your secrets and beliefs again. I so want to hear them."
Oh boy, you came in after the wrong session for this conversation.
I thought so, and thus it makes it even better.
Um, Tell me, Doftov, what would you do to accomplish what you have to do? What would you sacrifice?
Oh fuck! Was the last mission ritual of sorrow?
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, this explains more. Um, I I don't know that there isn't much I wouldn't do. I already serve at the behest of a power far greater than my own, and would put my life on the line for him and for my comrades.
And if that power asked you to say, kill me, kill Finric, or kill the town, would you?
I can't imagine the the arbiter of life and death, he who must be, would request death. He only controls when it happens, not should it happen. Um, but and Dovtov actually like blanks and like face blanches and kind of uh, realizes he has never fully considered what would happen if he was asked to make that direct choice. Um,
Yeah, Fenric's gonna kind of step in and go. I think, luckily, none of us have had to make that decision yet. Um, but it sounds like Craig, you went through quite an ordeal. Um, I don't know what we can do uh, to make you whole again, but just know that I'm here.
I'm just going to kind of incline my head and just say, despite some clerics' best efforts, there is some wounds that will never heal. And then just kind of go back to staring at just out the window.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to end the scene.
I want to keep going a little bit, but I'm like, oh man, that's such a good last bit. I'm gonna leave it. That's tight.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Cool. So yeah,
Cool.
gain inspiration. Anyone who doesn't have it. Yeah, you know ride on the train for a couple of days. It's another day's walk to get to Maverick's Marsh. Actually, this is a great opportunity for some random stuff to happen. Oh, whoops. Okay, good.
That doesn't make me reassured.
All right. Let's roll another d4. Finrick.
Yup.
So, while y'all are walking to the marsh, Finrick, your boot doesn't want to come up when you step. And you realize that you are now sinking in tar. It's just under the underbush that you wouldn't have noticed. I need you to make a strength check.
Okay.
Oh, well, fuck. Yeah, you manage to pull yourself out. You lose one boot, but are otherwise fine.
Yeah, we're gonna want to watch where we're stepping, guys. Hold on.
Just pulls out another boot and just puts it on.
Yeah, you'd only have spare boots.
No, I'm taking off my other boot.
Smart. Balance it out.
Yeah, I should warn y'all the environment here isn't exactly the most friendly as of late. And
I'm trying to decide if I want to be petty or not.
do you want to be petty?
Yeah, I got the spells. I'm just going to cast fly on myself and just hover like 2 feet above, like 2 inches above the ground.
Nice.
Cool.
Like I just see that and go, oh no, my boots aren't particularly nice, but I like my boots. Hover.
Cool. Yeah, so you continue on into town. You eventually, actually, do you make it unaccosted? Ooh.
The do you make it unaccosted and then followed by a long period of silence means no, we do not make it unaccosted.
You do make it unaccosted, but you do notice something weird as you approach. Just outside of town, there is this like large circle of flowers of various kinds, and in the middle of that is a person lying down. These flowers are unusually vibrant compared to the surrounding marshlands. And Dovtoth, with your supernatural perception, I know it's not supernatural, but
It's 20 passive. It's not. We're not in fucking footfalls territory, but
I think Footfalls is only 23, so it's not
it's like
that
it's like
far.
25 or something like that.
Okay. You can tell this person isn't breathing; they are dead.
We all see this, yes?
Yeah, you all see. It's hard to miss the flowers, not the dead person. And it's like a perfect circle of flowers.
Dovtoff approaches. How close do I need to be for this thing? Can I not Can I be outside of the perfect circle of flowers, but be within 10 feet? Is that realistic?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So Duff steps up to the edge of the flowers and kind of looks at kind of treating it as maybe a barrier of some sort, and casts Speak with Dead.
Awesome. I should have known.
Literally a grave cleric.
Yes, I should have thought of this when I made this random thing that happened. Cool. Theriel, who is this dead person?
This dead person is, I think, just like maybe the local bar backer for the tavern. Probably got a little too close to water or something that they shouldn't have, given the climate and how it's kind of deteriorating. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the bar back wakes up, the dead bar back, sits up and looks at you, Doftoff. What do you ask them?
Greetings and well met. I am Lord Doftoff Brimble Bramble. How are you doing? It's one.
So yeah, the person, animates and says, well, it's nice to meet you, Doftoff Brimble Bramble. My name's Benito. I am dead. So not great. How are you?
I am not dead, though I have been to the Deadlands, and they seem overrun.
So I've heard.
Where did you go?
Well, I went to the Deadlands.
Can you tell us if you recall how you died?
How did I die? Yes. I was stabbed. Well, more like shot. Stabbed with an arrow.
All right, it's an accurate way to describe it.
There's this guy. He's an asshole. His name's Fletcher. Yeah, he doesn't like people. Well, I can't say much more. That would be a question.
No, please continue. By all
A
means.
man named Fletcher stabbed me with an arrow from a distance because he doesn't like what I was doing.
And what were you doing?
I was investigating the church over there. How many questions do you get?
I get 5.
Okay, cool.
It seems as though your investigation met an ill end. In the brief time we have left, what would you recommend us looking into should we continue your work?
I would recommend you look in to the disappearances of local townsfolk. And their possible relation with Pastor Nick.
Benito, thank you for your time, and I do hope that the Deadlands ease your passage into the next plane. We're working to resolve that.
All right.
I wish you well, and may your journey be safe.
Well, thank you. You do have one more question.
That was 5.
That was 5? I don't think it
That
was
was
5.
5. Yeah,
I was,
somehow
I
it
was
was
counting.
doing.
How are you? Was the first question.
I'm not going to count that.
It was. I was a deliberate. I held up one finger. It was a purposeful character moment.
All right. Well, Benito bids you farewell and good luck. I shall begin my eternal rest.
Good visual.
Thank you.
And you also notice that he's got a wand that he's holding.
Fucking wizard. What?
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, if no one minds, I'll just take that one.
Yeah. The flowers don't do anything to you when you approach. You do notice that, unlike the surrounding grass and plant life, when you step on it, it's a little trampled. These flowers just instantly come back as perfect as they were.
You said Pastor Nick. Yes.
Yes, Pastor Nick.
Thank you. Knowing, I mean, we didn't really talk about it as a group, but knowing, I think we would at this point, like 2 days, 3 days into a journey, that Theariel knows more about this area than Doftov certainly does. So Doftov turns to them and asks, did any of those names, Benito, Pastor Nick, Asshole Fletcher, did any of those ring a bell to you?
Yep, they all did.
All
right.
Should we be concerned?
Well, keep an eye out for Fletcher. He's a no good backstabbing son of a bitch. Nick, as Pastor Nick, as far as I remember him being a good guy. But a lot's changed in 10 years, I can imagine. So just in general, be on your guard.
Is the archer's name really Fletcher?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be? So, here is the town, Mavericks Marsh, located just outside of the marsh, Mavericks Marsh, or just inside the marsh. Got y'all on the far east side. And a few NPCs that I had time to flesh out.
And some stuff to the south.
And some stuff to the south. What would you like to do? And don't feel that you have to do the things that I prepared. I am perfectly willing to make up some bullshit. Because I've already had to do that this session.
Is there No, I got nothing.
There might be.
Is there like a wanted board in town?
There is a board that has this like the local notifications board. That'd be this thing here. It is. It's not. No one has been posting things onto it lately. Like there are some papers that have been torn down due to wear and tear from weather. It has to have been a couple weeks since someone's put something on this board.
Nothing resembling me, or perhaps a black skeleton with lightning on it?
Nothing resembling you or a black skeleton.
All right, that's good.
Well, I reckon if we want to talk to Pastor Nick, we should probably head to the church. That's probably where he is. And Theriel, like, very calmly just, like, raises the hood on their cloak and it's just like, all right, off we go.
Does Theriel use their hat of disguise?
Is that what that is?
I'm pretty sure we went over this before.
I know that I have a fancy hat. I have not been told what the fancy hat does.
Oh. Yes.
Pretty fancy hat.
That is a hat of disguise. Oh, I think it was Ed. Because Ed got a puppy, and he didn't realize it was a hellhound. And I forget who else was on the mission. Nick? He got something too, and I forget what it was. But apparently Eva did not tell any of you what the magic item she gave you was.
No, I was told it was a hat, but I was not, and I was told it was fancy, but I was not told what said fancy hat did.
Okay, it's a magic hat that lets you change your appearance.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that.
Okay, cool. So Theriel changes their appearance to what?
I think they're going to change their appearance to a nondescript human person. A totally normal human person.
Yes.
Who no one is going to recognize.
Okay. So yeah, you'll go in. You see.
Yeah, quick moment before we get in. Duff as we stride over, kind of asks Theriel, now nondescript human person. So how do you want to play this? It seemed like Pastor Nick might be up to something.
Regardless of how we play it, there's going to be suspicion. They don't really lack strangers here. My first suggestion is friendly and approachable. And after that, we can maybe move on to stealth and sneak. I'd prefer to not kill anyone quite yet.
Fireball.
As always, the art of subtlety is strong with you.
It shouldn't be a problem. Everybody likes me.
All right.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
Yeah, you go into this town. You notice the town is empty. Like, it's not abandoned. When you were coming in, you could see people in the farms. They have since gone into their homes. There are people on the water in boats. The town is occupied, but as you roll into town, they vacate the streets. Except for the man in front of the Black Frog Inn, who sits on a chair staring at you because you're the only interesting thing. Yeah. Do you go to the church?
Yeah, sure. We'll start there.
All right. Yeah, so you head to the church. The doors are locked.
Can we knock on these things?
What happened to your characters? Where'd they go?
I moved them over to the church.
I can't see them. Which is very strange because I'm the DM.
I don't know. I moved them like eight spaces, west and north.
Move them one space. There they are. Weird.
I put them into the void.
I think it's because I was highlighting them when you moved them.
Oh, okay.
And that must have done something weird. All right, cool. So, yeah, you're at the church. The church is locked. The windows are open, but they're high up, so that people don't look in, but so that light can come in. What do you do?
So this place is locked up. We want to break in.
Let's try knocking first. See if that.
I mean, that seems, yeah. I mean, okay. Gonna pound on the door.
Yeah, so you knock, you take the big knocker and knock a couple times. You hear some shuffling, and this like slat opens, and a man looks out. Yes, may I help you?
Master Nick.
Yes, I am Pastor Nick.
Mind if we come in? We just want to have a quick chat with you, if you don't mind.
Well, we're in the middle of service right now, so if you could come back at a later time, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I suppose we can do. What time is your service done?
Well, we're doing service all the time, so if you could come back after that, that'd be nice. He just like closes the slat.
The Ariel just turns to turns to the group and goes, "All right, we don't have to be nice now." They just kind of step out of the way and gesture like, "Have at it."
Yeah.
Is that guy in front of the Black Frog Inn? Is he just still watching us?
Yeah, he's laughing at you.
I don't like this guy.
So yeah, you want to make a strength check to knock the door down?
I I think I've got a better plan than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Finrick's just gonna hit his jetpack on.
Okay.
And he's gonna go up to the, just fly up to the window and just look
Okay.
inside.
Okay, yeah, you see Pastor Nick and two parishioners inside.
Okay. Are they doing anything?
They are discussing something. It doesn't look like they're in the middle of service.
Okay. Finrick's gonna fly back down and just be like, he was lying about that service going on. There's no service. I'm breaking in.
Be my guest.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try and unlock the door. With a thieves tool set.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna call it DC 15.
Okay. Thieves tool is which? That's Dex.
Yes.
Are tool proficiency something I could offer guidance on, or is that only the explicit skills?
I think you can.
One ability check of its choice.
I think that's an ability check.
All right. Toff kind of hovers around Finrick's hip as he's working, and gives him a pat on the lower back. It says, "I believe in you, and your subterfuge."
All right, we got this. Yeah. That is a 27.
All right, yeah, you get in no problem.
Finrick just kind of opens the door and says, "After you."
Cool. So you open the door. Pastor Nick immediately rushes to get to you. Like, not like run, but like, that quick waddle. Um, y'all aren't allowed to be in, and yeah, you guys get in.
Greetings and well met, Pastor Nick. I am Lord Dofftoff Bramble Bramble, and I would like to join your parish.
I think he can just see through the blatant lie. I don't think you're trying to deceive him.
Come on, man. This is face Dofftoff.
I mean, are you trying to deceive him?
It's lighthearted at best. This is not his best work. He did get into character for this one.
Yeah, he's like, no, I told you, you're disturbing the parishioners. You need to get out.
Dofftoff looks at the two other individuals he was discussing with, and says, "I'm sorry, are we disturbing you?"
They look at you, with blank stares.
I'm just gonna cast a good old little bit of just a little hammer.
You cast True Seeing. Cool. These three people are who they appear to be. Theriel, however, is not. Theriel is actually an elf.
What?
It's true. I'm sorry to deceive you all like this.
Yeah, these people are human people.
Look, we only have a few questions, so if you could just kindly take a seat in one of the pews there and answer our questions, we will happily be on our way.
Yeah, if you want to make a persuasion, that is something that can be done. DC 18. And roll.
That's the wrong one. My bad.
And roll with advantage because you have several people trying to help you get this goal accomplished.
That's a no.
Okay. Listen, I don't want whatever you're selling. Y'all are trouble. So you can either get out or I can get a friend to make you get out.
I am curious about this friend.
More thing. We just want to have some questions answered. But if you want to call a friend, sure, by all means, call a friend.
All right, I guess I will. And he huffs out. Crake, you still have true sight.
I did.
You follow him as he leaves. The guy in front of the bar is not a prospector. He's an
What bar?
illithid.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Great double reaction there from Kit. Oh.
Ah, hell.
Yeah, Pastor Nick leaves in a huff to go to the mayor's house.
If you'll excuse me for just a minute, I need to go talk to our friend in front of the inn over there.
All right.
Don't want to alarm anyone, but they do happen to be an illithid, but I'm going to try and take care of it right now.
Dofftoff gets very nervous.
So yeah, you go up to talk to this man. He puts on the appearance of a prospector. though you, Craig, can see through it.
Hey there, squid face.
You see the smile that he had on his face. He was going to give you a snarky remark, but the smile drops. He's all serious now.
What are you
What would-
doing in this town?
I am a business owner.
Listen, I've had a really rough couple of days, and I really don't want any trouble on this mission. So, how many of you are there?
I am but one, a businessman, like I said. I'm not making any trouble for you.
And what's your business?
I run a bar. Isn't it obvious? And he,
It-
gestures
like-
to the bar behind him.
Is it a busy bar? Like, is there
It's not.
is it like a door? Can I like see inside of it, or
Yeah, you can see inside. The door's open. There's no one inside. Like, I mean, there might be like the bartender inside, but there's no customers, especially not this early in the morning.
I'm going to take a gold coin and flip it to him and go, bartenders have the best stories.
Would you like a story or a drink?
I'd like you to tell me what the hell you're doing here before I kill you and every other illithid I see in this town.
Make an intimidation check. DC 16. Let me consult my notes. I'm recruiting. Not the way that you would recruit. More effective. But I can see that it won't work on you. So I won't even try. Don't drink the water.
Uh-huh. I'm sure we'll talk later.
I'm sure
I'm
we
going to
will.
leave and walk back to the group.
The illithid is going to stand up and go inside the bar.
Hey, Theriel,
Yeah.
how much do you like this town?
I mean, I grew up here.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but we've got a bit of an illithid infestation. That illithid over there is currently recruiting out of that bar.
Great. Fucking swell.
So, don't mean to be rude, but we might have to burn it all down.
I would like that to be the last possible item on the list of plans. But I know you, and I'm not going to tell you no immediately because I get the feeling that if I do, it'll bump it higher on the list.
It's your town. I'm just letting you know there we have an infestation.
Thank you for warning me.
Also, not that it's a big deal, but I don't actually have any fire spells prepared.
All right.
Besides firebolt, but that doesn't really count.
Well, we could always just set one.
That is true. Oh, also he said not to drink the water. That's what I believe is probably corrupting most of the people around here.
Wait, the water?
Yes.
Yeah, there might have been some pre-existing issues with the water here. Um, I can get more into it later, but that might not have been your friend over there. Or at least not fully.
Deal with it.
Yeah, there's a reason I haven't been here for about 10 years. And it may have been a little bit of eco-terrorism, partially accidental eco-terrorism.
Wait. So the illithid
Eco-terrorism.
isn't our friend?
No, I'm saying that the water issue might not be. No,
So
never
this
mind.
this this town sounds like it has a lot of issues.
Yeah, there are a lot of issues.
So as you mentioned, there are a lot of issues. Pastor Nick comes by with Mayor Chauncey and a few guards that I didn't want to look for pictures of because I had a hard enough time finding a mayor.
Handsome mayor's here.
Like, now, what seems to be the problem here? The good pastor says that you won't leave his establishment.
I mean,
And I
we're
see
standing
you've
out in front
already
of it right now.
vacated it.
We just had some questions.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that now, is there, Pastor Nick? And he gives him a very, like, not now kind of look. Like, no, I guess there ain't. Depends on the time, though.
Sorry, we didn't really know which time was appropriate. You said to come back after the services that never seem to end.
Yeah. Well, what kind of questions do you have? I'd be happy to answer anything about our little town.
Have you ever heard of an illithid?
I can't say that I do.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Go for
Hot
it.
ass on that one.
He doesn't know exactly what an illithid is, but you're pretty sure if you said mind flayer, he'd know what they are. He's like, illithid, I don't know that word, but they're up to something, and I know something that I don't want them to know.
What about mind flayers?
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that either. He's lying. Now, if that's all the questions you have, I'd be
Not
happy
even
to.
close.
Was there something that happened about 10 years ago to the water supply?
Well, as a matter of fact, there is. Y'all here to fix it?
Well, first, I just would like to know a little bit more about the problem before we go about doing anything with it. Would you mind telling me what exactly happened? And I'm like carefully not looking at the aerial this entire time.
Theriel's just like stone faced, like, I'm gonna. I have words for you, but not here right now.
So, Theriel, what did happen 10 years ago?
About 10 years ago, the town was on the verge of having to relocate because a dam had gone up and had essentially cut off the water supply to the entire marshland. The Ariel and their good friend Fletcher decided to go take care of the issue before they lost their home by blowing up the dam. And the resulting explosion more or less poisoned the water supply and has been slowly killing the town for several years now.
Yeah.
And
So go ahead.
while it was not the Ariel's idea, fully they took the blame for all of it.
Yeah, they give you that story, except they mention, the great hero Fletcher and the dastardly villain Theriel who poisons the well or poisons the water. And Fletcher was just trying to save everyone and got tricked.
Uh-huh. Alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna kind of like turn to the rest of the group and be like, yeah, he's definitely lying about the whole, like the illicit thing. Do you just want to like?
What about these disappearances? Should we they be worth asking? I don't. But I don't know.
Yeah, Doftov kind of puffs his chest out a little bit and says, "We've heard that some people have gone missing around these parts." Looks to his sides. Benito sends his regards.
Pastor Nick kind of like, how do they know about Benito? Mayor Chauncey's like, well, people don't go missing so much as leave. The town is in a economic bust at the moment. It is harder and harder for the good townsfolk to get by.
Last question. Where can we find Fletcher Thornley?
Fletcher Thorne could be found out in the wilderness in the marsh. I think last I heard he was going by around the geyser. He's one of the local hunters. He provides a lot of the food for the town. The geyser's near a good watering hole. And if I may be so bold, how do y'all know so much about this town when you've never been here?
I like to read.
He has many books.
Real smart guy.
Well, that doesn't answer my question, but I'm not going to press you further. Now, I hope that settles all the business you had with me and Pastor Nick. Right, Pastor Nick? Right, I think that does. And Pastor Nick, tries to go into the church. And closes the doors. Excellent. And if you need anything else, come by my estate and I will have someone talk to you.
Who?
One of my butlers. All right.
Once the mayor is out of sight, the Ariel's just gonna kind of take their quarterstaff and kind of like jab at Craig's ankles a little bit, like jackass.
Hey, I wholeheartedly support the blowing up of dams.
Yeah, let's just.
Things might
Human-
not always go according to plan, but experimentation requires sacrifice.
Sure. All right.
Next time you would like to blow up a dam, however, please let me know. I have a couple new spells I would like to try.
Duly noted. Say through grit teeth. The most forced, like, southern polite smile.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh, bless your heart.
Cool.
All right.
So yeah, what's the plan?
All right.
You want to
I
search the
don't kn-
town? Oh, sorry.
I don't know if we want to potentially track down Fletcher first and try to talk with him, or just go straight for, the real reason we're here, but I guess the two go hand in hand. Or we want to do a little bit more exploring, but one point or another, got a bit of a score to settle, so
Yeah, well, it sounds like this Fletcher might clarify things a bit. Uh,
any opinions? Any other opinions?
Your town.
Sounds like there aren't any other opinions.
All right. Let's go track down Fletcher.
All right. So you do that. Let's do a skill challenge. So you know his general direction. You know where this geyser is. The geyser is part of the magic of the area that you're trying to tap into. So it is fortuitous that he is in that area. Yeah. What do you do to track down Fletcher?
I'd like to potentially do a survival check just to start the tracking process.
Makes sense. I'm gonna call this a DC 18. He is a hunter who is familiar with the area, but so are you, so you should roll with advantage.
Okay. Can I use my inspiration to roll again?
Yes, you can.
All right.
All right, that is a success for the skill challenge. So yeah, you find, an arrow here, some footsteps there, a snare trap that's been used up. Yeah, you know you're on the right track. Who's next?
Could I use my handheld scanner? Fenric's gonna ask Theriel, is there any distinguishing marks? Anything he might be carrying? Anything that kind of sets him apart?
I don't know if he'd still have it, but he might have a wooden bracer that I made for him all those years back. He might still have that.
Okay. Yeah, Fenric's gonna pass Theriel the handheld scanner to kind of get a description and use locate object. Just hoping to use that to maybe get advantage on just a I guess just like a perception, just like a general direction, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. This will be DC also 18, but you can roll with advantage. Yeah,
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to have the guidance on there.
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know you're already on the right track. You activate the scanner. It pings. You know you're within 1,000 feet of him, and what direction he's in. You easily spot him, and you chase after him. Realizes he's being chased and books it. These last couple checks are going to be to see if you can keep up.
How far away is he?
He's within 1,000 feet at this point.
How close within 1,000 feet?
How close do you need him to be?
620 feet away.
All right. Roll a DC 12 athletics check, and I'll say you're within that distance.
Can it be acrobatics?
No. This is.
Wait, can I give Bardic inspiration?
Can I just use my regular inspiration on that too?
Yeah, Bardic Inspiration I don't think can get that up to a 12.
No, I can't.
So yes, you can use your regular inspiration for that.
I think that is the lowest roll I have ever actually rolled.
I should hope so.
You trip over shoelaces you don't have.
You know what? I'm just going to take a photo of that real quick.
Yeah, in Craig's disheveled state, can Doftov like give him guidance or some sort of assistance, like the real pep talk to make sure he straps on his runnies, his trainers, and
Yeah.
fuck, dude. Rolled a 2 and a 1 and a 2.
You should take a picture of that. Yeah, Craig, you start running, trip on your cloak, and go face first into some mud. You are in an unfamiliar swamp, and you are not in shape.
Fine, be that way.
Tough. This man is running.
He is running. Yeah. Uh, can I use my eagle whistle to take to the skies to track him?
You can.
How would you like that to manifest in the skill challenge?
I think that for this, you're actually going to be trying to keep up with him and still be able to contact your friends. Because it's not a question of whether you can get up to him, because you can fly with the eagle whistle, but it's can you get them to keep up, or like still know where he's at.
Okay. I would like to fly up close to him, calling back to my friends saying, "Follow the direction of the sound of my voice." No, this was gonna be better. This spell sucks.
What?
I was gonna do something else. Now I'm gonna
Okay.
and I'm gonna smack him on the shoulder and I'm going to bestow curse on him.
Okay. What curse do you want to bestow on this man?
The I hate how poorly formatted this. While a creature is cursed, the target must make a wisdom save throw at the start of each of his turns. If it fails, it wastes its action doing nothing. So basically, like, kind of locking him in place.
Okay, yeah.
Or at least like not letting
slowing
him
him down by half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That seems like a success to me.
I'm sorry, I barely know you at all, just by word. I mean, you've been described as an asshole, but this was needed.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. So, yeah, the rest of you are able to catch up to Fletcher and his two hunting buddies. The hunting buddies have retreated for now, but they are in the area, hoping to get into position to capture, save their friend, rescue their friend. But yeah, you have Fletcher in hand. What do you do?
I'm going to assume that at some point during all this, the Ariel took the hat off.
Yeah, you can do that.
Hey, Fletch.
Well. What are you doing back here?
Got a bit of score to settle with you.
All right. How you want to settle it?
First, got a question for you. What did
Shoot.
Benito do to you?
Well, Benito didn't do anything to me. Benito started asking the wrong questions. Got too close to the truth.
Truth
Yeah.
of what?
Truth of why people are disappearing.
Is it the mind flayers? I say, quite annoyed and covered in mud.
No, but the handsome mayor said that they just left because the town's in hardship.
He was lying, Doth.
It's the
I
mafia.
know that.
They got their hands in all sorts of pies, including this one.
Tendrils too.
So you're working for him?
Better than dying.
So, Theoria, you said he was an asshole?
That I did.
Do you wanna do the honors?
I should remind you of what the what's it is for. Y'all are doing the ritual of hate,
Yeah.
Hmm.
which means you must confront a sworn enemy, defeat them in battle, and let them live.
Huh.
Yep. So Theoriel's gonna take out their quarterstaff and they're gonna swing.
Okay.
We never said anything about kneecaps.
Yeah, you dome him.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll that with advantage.
That's fine. You hit. Yeah. You take righteous vengeance. And if that's where y'all want to leave the ritual, then that's a-okay.
And Theriel's just gonna pull out two hand swings, slam him in the stomach. And then they're just gonna kind of crouch down next to him and go, I can never fully come back here. But I'm gonna do you this one favor. You get to live. But if I ever hear about you working with these mind flayers and killing people around town in a place that's already dying because of some stupid shit we did, I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna finish the job. Get your act together, or I'm gonna make it hurt worse than they ever could. Understand me?
Make an intimidation check.
Can I give advantage by looming over and staring?
Yeah. Roll with advantage. So yeah, he, doubles over when you hit him in the stomach. You knock the wind out of him. He's struggling to breathe. They're worse than you think. The Flayers. They ain't gonna let me just walk away.
Ariel's gonna turn back to Craig and go, "You up for a little hunting?"
I kind of like crack my neck a little bit. I have a couple issues I could use to work out.
Ariel's gonna turn back to Fletcher and go, "I think we got it covered." And they're just gonna kind of poke him and knock him over.
Yeah, he topples. Cool. I'm gonna say anyone who doesn't have inspiration, take inspiration, and you head back to town to talk.
Kind of think we're done talking.
Right. So yeah, you're in town, as I said.
For some reason, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt,
No, go for it.
but I just feel like this is like this. This feels like a western, except in the middle of a swamp.
I had the exact same feeling. The like
That's
in
because it
town, ask some
is.
questions, leave
Yeah,
it,
it's pretty-
get answers, stride back into town. Sheriff, I'm calling you out.
Pretty
Yes.
much.
That is exactly what this is. This is a
Nick
western in a
Tyrion's
swamp.
first ever words in this campaign were, "It's high noon."
Oh god damn it! I think you're right.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, for session they shot a goblet off a cliff and said it's high noon as they did so.
Yeah. So you saunter back into town. The north part of town. And you notice that there is a bit of a bustle going on. There are some of the people who were previously inside their homes who have come out around the inn. Now, of course, Dalgleish the Mind Flayer is not in Mind Flayer form. That'd be silly. He is in Prospector form. But to simplify things, I'll just put him in Mind Flayer form. And you can tell behind him, behind the Black Frog Inn, that there are those Othus amassing. But the townsfolk don't seem to notice. The townsfolk are being riled up by this big speech he's giving about the outsiders, how dangerous you are. And he's riling them up with his psionic abilities. What do you do?
I'm not gonna say you can't kill the townsfolk, but try to keep collateral to a minimum.
I don't think you can use that. Please turn it off.
I made sure to play less than 10 seconds.
Thank you. I don't disagree with the sentiment, but I don't want to get copyright infringement stuff.
You know what? Is this map to scale?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. I'm going to see if this one works this time. I'm going to look at this Mind Flayer asshole, and I'm going to kind of put my fingers over his head, just his head's right between my fingers, and I'm just going to kind of squish him. And I need him to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Okay. Mind Flayer making an intelligence saving throw.
DC 19.
He fails.
All
Wait.
right.
No, he has magic
46
resistance. That's on purpose. He does not fail. Sorry.
Well, he still takes 46 intelligence psychic damage.
Okay, yeah. You want to roll that?
16. Damn it, I was
Nice.
really hoping that would work.
That would have been a good plan, but that is their best stat, and
I figured as soon as he said Mind Flayer makes intelligence saving throw, I'm like, right.
yeah. Like, it would absolutely make him useless. But also, like, would it work? All right, roll initiative, I guess. That's not initiative. That's initiative.
Uh,
I can't select my token.
You can't?
I can.
Oh, I'm just not on the right.
Okay.
It's embarrassing. I was on the
Arrow.
arrow.
That'll make it tough. Oops. All right. So, Ariel, y'all are first.
All right. 1 second. Trying to. About how far away are they?
I don't know, but it's to scale.
Okay.
About 120 feet, give or take.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think that's within range. I'm gonna cast Spike Growth on him.
Sweet. So what what's the size of that? A 20-foot radius centered on a point? So just like all the townsfolk?
Yeah.
oh
It's
god.
not gonna be pleasant for any of them, but yeah.
What's that? 20-foot
Okay.
radius?
Don't townsfolk have?
Yeah, they're all gonna die.
I don't think they take damage unless they move.
That's true.
A creature moves into or within the area, takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Yeah. And you can, warn them not to move if you'd like.
Sure, Theariel taps their quarterstaff on the ground, and as they do, go, stand still. And then spikes sprout
Yeah.
upwards.
Yeah, these thorn bushes, briars, pop out of the ground, causing all sorts of mayhem. Anything you want your bird to do? Any movement?
I am going to hold off on having my bird do anything for now.
Okay. With that, it is the mind mutants. We're going to crawl out of the water. But that is going to be their turn.
I'm sorry, the what name?
The mind mutants. So, to describe them a bit, these look to be some sort of lizard illithids, lizithids, if you would. They've got, the scaly bodies, the powerful tail, the webbed feet for swimming, but also the face tentacles and the beak and the like octopus eyes. They're clearly some sort of illithid hybrid of some sort. So yeah, they're gonna come on shore and not attack you yet, but they'll start attacking next round. Crake.
The one time you don't prepare fireball. Jetfire. This changes things. Shit. Sorry, this is taking so long. I guess I'm just gonna stay where I am and cast actually no. I am going to cast Ball of Force.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make 1 wall, 2 wall, 5 wall, 6 wall. Can I do that?
Yeah.
7 wall, 8 wall, 9 wall, 10.
Okay, yeah. So box them in, make it so that they can't surround you, make it harder to get to you. Sounds good.
Correct.
Any movement? All right, cool. It is Dalglish. Dalglish is going to cast Levitate on himself. He will take 2d4 damage as he moves out of the square. And he's going to push off of the black frog in to get out of the way of your annoying spells. Wait, why the hell? Okay, weird. That's his turn. Finrick, it's your turn.
Okay. Seeing the wall go up, Finrick's going to activate the jetpack as a bonus action. Fly up like 20 feet and make some attacks against the Mind Mutant furthest up here with the phase rifle.
All right, yeah. Go for it.
Sorry, it's a 17.
That hits.
That's gonna be 12 damage.
12 damage has got him bloodied.
And it's gonna make another shot.
Go for it.
16.
That also hits.
For another
He's
13
down.
damage. Alright. Yeah, that's my turn.
Awesome. The Octus are going to advance think they're actually gonna
Okay,
double move.
is that music coming from Roll20?
Yeah. Why?
Okay.
That's weird.
Well, I just heard music coming from somewhere and I had no idea where, so I was just making sure I wasn't going crazy.
Oh yeah. I put on the music because I thought it would be nice to have music.
Oh. No, it is nice. I appreciate it. Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah. And I just have to remember to credit it in the video. Doftoff, it is your turn.
Yeah, Dotov is going to take to the skies in his own right
Mhm.
by eagle whistling. 2, 3, 5. I don't know. Maybe how tall are these buildings? Like the longhouse.
The longhouse is probably 18, 20 feet tall. The rest are, 12 feet most. Although
Okay.
they are on
Let's-
different elevations because it is like a hill
Right.
going into the water.
Let's say he's 30 feet in the air now.
Okay.
Just see these people over the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a Dotov shield eliminates, though not the typical white that it normally does when casting a spell and channeling Urgalen's aid. It's almost on fire, like a yellowish, still muted, gray, but like a yellow burning. A flame erupts from the shield, and
Okay.
Dotov casts Firestorm.
Awesome. What is the area?
I did
Firestorm.
this not. It didn't put the description in the
Probably not set up.
thing. It's it was not set up correctly. There we go. So it's up to 10-foot cubes within a 100-foot radius.
Okay.
So one here on these two,
Okay, yeah.
one here on these two, one on that guy, one over here, one on these two. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so basically all enemies make a reflex save.
Yes.
Very cool.
Though the dock and maybe the boathouse will probably get set on fire.
Probably. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a bunch. Wow, they're terrible at this.
They can't succeed anyways.
They can't?
No,
Oh,
they only have
then
a
why
plus
am
1
I
to
even
dex.
rolling?
Rolling's fun. I mean,
Oh, these guys can't succeed
yeah, those
either.
guys specifically. Yeah, they can't succeed either.
Alright, so they all fail. They all take 30 damage.
They'll take 30 damage of this, this yellow, hailing fire comes down from, just piercing the ice. I don't know what the weather's like. I assume with this gray water that it's kind of like a cloud-covered day. But yeah, piercing the heavens, just pillars of flame, just pouring down over all the enemies on the field.
Nice. All these
So-
guys are dead. All the minions. And then Dalgleish is bloodied. And the Autus are not. The Autus just get -30. Alright, and then the townsfolk are gonna do nothing. They are awed by this display of might and magic. Actually, just magic.
That's a different game.
Yeah. Alright. Theriel, it is your turn.
Okay. I think we're just gonna take a nice, easy approach and try our hand at.
I fucked up.
Oh,
Yeah?
I fucked up. I didn't read this. Each cube must have at least one face adjacent to another cube.
Oh. That makes more sense.
Makes more sense. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, so just this group then.
Okay. Thank
So
you for your
all the
honesty.
mind mutants- All the mind mutants are alive, except for the one that
Yeah.
Finrick
The
roasted.
one that's dead.
My bad.
That's fine. We all make mistakes. What matters is that we own up to them. So, Theriel, what are you doing? Bucky?
I would like. Gonna go ahead and get on Naira and get airborne. I think is where
Okay.
how we're gonna start.
Sounds good.
Okay. And then. Sorry, taking a look at what I can do while I'm up here. And then can we attack one of the mind mutants with a beak attack, maybe?
Yeah. You're gonna fly up to them?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, that shouldn't have rolled like that.
Oh,
I think
the
that's an
sheet's
8.
still set up improperly. Should be better. Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
Naira flies up to them, tries to attack, but they manage to put the spear in the way of Naira's attack.
Okay, and then can I use a bonus action to disengage, or
Yeah.
okay? Part of the mounted, but I can use a bonus action to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then, what are you gonna do?
And I just going to fire at one of these guys with my longbow.
Sounds good. That hits.
Going for, say, this guy.
All right. Nice. He is not yet bloodied. Mind mutants are gonna go. Tough is high in the sky. They're all gonna move out. And then see, what's their range? Not great. Yeah, I think this battalion of Mind Mutants are going to attack Doftov with their tail spikes that they fire. So they all like swing around, whip their tails at you, and release this like spikes. What's your AC?
21.
All right. Do you have any defensive stuff? Sure, I'll just roll damage. So, half your thingies. Your temp HP.
Yes.
All right, that's the Mind Mutants. Crake, it is now your turn.
Your answer.
Yep, that answers my question. Hey, Kit. You're up.
All right. Sorry. Yes, sorry.
Don't worry, it's not the first time someone's fallen asleep during a game.
I've been up since 4:30. Lots of Otugas. Yes, okay. I'm gonna move over here
Okay.
and take 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Lightning bolt.
All right. So that's deck save.
Yep. These three. DC 19.
They take max damage or full damage.
37.
37. Okay, so those two guys are burnt to a crisp. And I think the Otu is bloodied. Yes, definitely bloodied. Dope.
That's my turn.
Good turn. Dalgleish. What is Dalgleish gonna do? $60 feet. He is gonna drop back down with his levitation. He's gonna move here, adjacent to the longhouse, out of sight. Fenric, it is your turn.
Okay. All right. So. Yeah. Fenric's gonna go right there.
Okay.
Just flying right there. Yeah, and he probably. I don't think I have line of sight on the mind flayer. Right?
No, you don't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Fenric is going to cast Hunter's Mark on this guy right here,
Okay.
and gonna take a couple of shots.
All right.
It's 27.
Do you get disadvantage for being adjacent to melee combatants?
Well, I'm in the air.
Oh, right, you're flying.
Yeah.
Okay, 27 hits.
Okay.
All right.
So that's 10 damage,
Nice.
and I'll do one more hit. Nope.
Yeah, 9. Ooh. 9 does not hit.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Hughes are going to advance. Where's the other one? There's the other one. And they are going to mulch throw. Target within 30 feet. I think you're within 30 feet of the lower ones.
Yep.
Just barely, yep. Yeah, they're going to get 4 mulch throw attacks. It is going to target the my mutants below them as well.
Was that a bless you?
That's what I said.
Sorry, I sneezed. Yeah.
Okay,
wait.
bless you. I was.
Yeah, they just rain mulch and don't hit anything, I think.
No, that 15 hits.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I haven't. I didn't ask you about the half plate yet.
Yeah, the new armor.
Okay. So this one deals 10 damage, and you got to make a con save or be blinded. All right. So these, like, you know, trash monsters, these stinky trash monsters are gonna throw garbage at you. It rains down, and some of it gets in your eyes, and you're gonna have to spend some time getting that out. You still can take your turn next turn, but you'll be blind. Doff, it is now your turn.
Yeah. Sure. Let's keep doing the thing. Tough feels bad about this one. Yeah. Fuck it. Sorry, Mike.
You're fine.
There's just so many dudes.
Yeah, they're
Let's
all
continue
bunched up together.
I know, right? This rain from above and Doff, not a spell debut. It happened once before, but is going to like part the skies, and the clouds open up, and this beam of celestial radiant light comes down. And Doff casts Dawn.
Awesome.
At point here, which has all of them.
Okay. And just barely doesn't have any of the commoners. Oh, it's a 30 foot radius.
30 foot radius.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Definitely doesn't have any of the commoners.
yeah,
So they have to make Constitution saves.
when it appears, con save for everyone in it.
Okay, so the back two fail.
Right, yeah, the front two take half of 21, which is 10 radiant.
Okay. These back two are bloodied. The others two take 10. That one's bloodied now too. They're all bloodied. Dalgleish, gotta make a con save. He needs a crit to not fail. He takes 21 damage. And is taken out.
I outrolled it.
Nice.
And then the my mutants. Yeah, they all fail. 21 kills the one that has taken damage, and the rest are all at 1 hit point.
Does Dalgleish dying have any notable effect on the commoners?
Yes, the commoners are noticeably no longer in a frenzy. Like they were mad at you. Now they're just kind of pissed off in general.
Fair.
It will eventually fade as they no longer, as their turn goes on and they realize, like, wait, why were we mad? What was going on? Theriel, there's now your turn.
Okay, I'd like to recast Spike Growth, but I'd like to put it on our trash friends over here. Just if the commoners are no longer about to try to attack us.
Yeah,
Might as well.
you can get it onto your trash friends and 3 of the mind mutants, which means those mind mutants are dead if they move.
Sounds good. Let me just drop another one of those in there. We're just gonna chill there.
Cool. So, the mind mutants are not gonna move, other than the one. That one's gonna try and attack Fenric with tail spike.
Yep.
That hits. It's 5 damage. And the others, you're directly above them. That's a weird angle. They're going to attack
Is that magical?
It is not. You take half damage. And I don't think any of those hit off because it's too high AC.
Oh, right, I keep forgetting about the Source of Earth thing.
No, you don't have Source of Earth. You have the Blessing of Earth.
Blessing.
Yeah. So.
Krake, it is your turn.
I mean...
they also all need to make con saves again because they're still in Dawn.
Oh, Dawn does extra?
Yeah, Dawn is a concentration spell.
Oh, fuck. I would have done one thing differently. That makes sense now why you drew it. I was going to delete it, but I thought you were going to cast it again. They just take the damage again?
If they end, they make con saves again.
Okay,
no,
those guys
make
go
another con
here,
save.
And the rest are going to die.
Yeah, they're going to die one way or the other. They're going to move through the spikes, so they're going to die to Dawn. Gotta layer those AoE spells.
Yeah, of course. That's how you control the battlefield. Great.
I'm just gonna, as a free action, just drop Wall of Force.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, you don't have to delete anything. We could just... And it's not there.
And, do I know that there's no Tuga over here?
You can probably hear it thrashing about. They're not subtle creatures.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna step forward and throw a firebolt at this Otuga.
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
17 hit.
Oh yeah, 17 does hit.
23 damage. 23 damage.
Nice. Is that good? Pretty good.
I forgot that cantrip scale.
Yeah, cantrip scale, real nice. Cool. Dalgleish is
Alright, that's it.
dying. Cool. Fenric, it is your turn.
Okay. I guess I'll activate personal force field.
Okay.
And just take a couple more shots.
Sounds good.
Are you still blind?
Yep.
yeah.
But I also have
You got blind fighting.
Blind fighting.
I do. Yep.
The genius play.
Fucking
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do those regular old shots. That dude.
Okay. Go for it. Why am I yawning all this bunch?
Oof, another crit.
Yeah.
Fail.
How high in
Okay.
the air are you?
30 feet.
You should just fly up a little bit more. The cylinder of dawn only goes 40 feet in the air.
Oh, good call. Yeah, I'll do that at the end. And
I
I'll
feel
try
like it
that one
should
more
go up to the sky.
I agree, but I think it's like a...
Especially
you can cast
with
this
what's in
indoors.
my head, because I'm thinking space laser.
Fair. Localized, consistent space laser.
time. Maybe the emanating effect is just like the afterburn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a 17 on the second one.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and this is marked.
Yep. No, so it's 10 damage.
Nice.
And I'm gonna fly up another 20 feet.
Yeah. Cool. Alright. So Octus, despite being kind of stupid, are not super stupid. So they are going to leave the affected areas. They are going to take damage. Was it 2d4 per square that they move through? So 2d4 each.
2d4 per 5 feet.
Yeah. So minus 8.
And it also, isn't it? It's difficult terrain too, right?
Yeah, it's also difficult terrain.
Okay. Well, then they're going to be. This one's still going to be in range. That area. Let's see. And he's going to dash. These Octus. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's also going to take 10 damage. And this one is going to take.
Was there an additional D4? Or
Oh, yeah,
D4 on that?
my bad. And this one is going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also 3d4. It's going to move right up to break. Not attack because it has to dash. Taking. No, wait. I'm pretty sure it can go from that. Oh, yeah, you can go that far. And it takes that much damage. 16. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they're all gonna dash. They scatter. Dovtov, your turn.
Let's see what else I got up my sleeve. Yeah, let's still in the air. Cast spiritual weapon over on the one I can kind of see over the. Actually, no. You said it was a hill, so I might not be able to see up it. Even though I'm in the air. So it was sloping down to the water, so it's behind houses up on top of a hill. Probably can't see that.
Probably not, although I forgot to move it. It would be here.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, hey, there it is.
So yes, you can see it as it passes in front of the mayor's house.
Right. Cast spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Cast to 4th level.
Mm-hmm.
For 12 damage.
All right.
And then this one to the south, directly southeast.
Yeah.
Going to Toll the Dead on that.
Okay, it's gonna make a wisdom save. Fails.
And it's going to fail. Take 21 necrotic damage.
All right. Very good.
That is the turn.
Townsfolk are going to panickedly flee from the trash monsters. Theriel, it is your turn.
Okay, going to try something fun and exciting that I haven't gotten to try before. We are going to dive bomb this fella over here.
Okay.
I think that's... Oh. Second. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so... Going to fly at it and make a melee weapon attack.
Cool. That hits.
Okay. So gonna roll first, and then 1d6 plus 2 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet, and that was 50 feet. So that's 5d6 plus 2?
Yeah.
Is it 5d6 plus 2 or is it 5d6?
No, 5d6 plus 10.
Oh shit. Sweet.
Yeah.
This is cool. I like this.
Dive bomb's a good ability. Nice.
Okay, for 26.
Plus 7.
Yeah, so 33.
Yeah. Just want to point out their HP is now the number of episode it is.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. So yeah, you, Air and Theriel fly into the air more so than they already are. Go into an attack run straight down and then use the momentum to strike at the Octu. You are now next to it, but you're also in the air. Very cool. The Mind Mutant is going to...
I wish I had thaumaturgy so I can give your bird a little Stuka siren so it goes,
I appreciate the sentiment.
All right, Crake, it is your turn. My mutant hides beneath the waves.
Yeah, I'm just going to lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Cool. Make some deck saves.
What? No, I'm not going that way.
No?
What?
Where are you going?
I'm going this way.
Oh, okay. That was me. No, yeah, that's fine. Sorry about that.
I thought you were doing something with my deck saves.
$30.
What's your save thing?
19.
19. Okay, well, this guy's dead. This guy's dead. And you got all three?
How would I get... Can I get all three?
How long's the bolt? 100 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From corner to corner, definitely.
All right, yeah, all three.
Yeah, all three are dead. You absolutely roast them.
I'm just going to kind of... I hate sushi.
You do smell what we could only call hot garbage as well. Dalgleish is super dead because he's in Dawn, taking many death saves. Fenric, it is your turn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try and find the one under the waves. I'm gonna fly out over here.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna try and can I what would I have
Make
to
a
do to try and
perception check against my sneak. I got a 16 stealth. Beat that.
Okay. Passive is 21,
This is not a passive.
but gotcha.
All right, you do see it beneath the waves.
Okay.
It's a live reptilian body going like this.
Okay, so I am going to use cunning action aim
Okay.
on first strike to give myself advantage on the first hit.
Cool. Because it is.
Oh wait, hold on. I just need I don't think I can move if I do that. Hold on. I just want to double check.
You cannot.
Yeah, never mind. I can't do that.
Why not?
I think that's how cunning action aim works.
Yeah.
You can't use it if you've moved this round, or and if you do use it, your speed turns to 0.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna make a couple of regular attacks then.
Okay, they are at disadvantage because it is underwater.
Oh, but okay, so this came up in another mission with what was it? It was the one where we were fighting the deep one, and there was an underwater creature because of the way the light refracted in the water. I can't remember. Gabe Rules layered it really well, but I can't remember what he said. And I didn't know the reason, so I'll just go with it. Okay. We're gonna go with two hits. First one is a 10. I'm gonna use my
Inspiration?
shot assist module
Oh yeah.
and spend a charge to reroll the first one.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. That's a 14.
14 misses.
Okay, well I'm gonna roll
AC is
damage.
15. Yeah, you get the second one. You do feel a tinge of annoyance, but you don't know where it comes from.
Okay.
And it's super dead.
Hooray!
Yeah, steam billows out from where you shoot it. Murky muck water. Cool. Any other movement?
No, that's it.
All right. Mhm. This Octu is going to throw mulch at Theriel, which I think hits
Yeah.
for 4 damage. And this other Octu is going to bravely run away.
And I need to make a con save, right?
Yes, make a DC 15 con save. You are
Nope.
blind. Dolph, it is your turn.
Get that close. Looking at that Osseo that's running away, it's bloodied, yes.
Yeah, it's bloody.
Okay.
Hey, kid. Fall asleep. And sleep soon.
Yeah, so I will attack with the spiritual weapon bonus attack.
Mm-hmm.
Up there, the one that is up there.
That hits.
For 20 damage. And I'll bring in some reinforcements. And I will summon the Celestial Spirit.
Okay, what level?
6th level.
Okay.
I can get that on the map if you like.
Yeah, go for it. You doing it, or should I?
Yeah, no, it's on there.
Okay, I can't see it.
Summoned it, I guess, on this house.
Okay.
And now it's the spirit's turn, which has 40 feet of flying movement, which it will use, and then make 3 radiant bow attacks.
They all hit.
Rolling fire right there. Or 25, 38 damage. No, 42 damage? 42 damage
42 is dead.
on the fleet one, yes.
Cool.
And Dawn is dropped as I've
Yeah.
concentrated on something else.
Theriel. You're up.
Okay. Think going to have Naira attack with claws. Is that it? Attacking this guy here.
Okay, yeah.
18 hits
18 hits, yes.
for 14. Then we're gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay.
back it up a little bit. All right.
All right, Crake, it is your turn.
Oh, there's one left.
Yes, there's one by Theriel. Please kill it.
Okay.
It's dead.
DC 19 dex saving throw.
I'm not even gonna. You know what? I'll do. Oh, why not? Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Fitting.
Yeah. You dissolve this trash beast into just a big fart cloud. It is dead. All the enemies are dead. Good job. You beat my trash puzzle.
Feed your Garbadors.
Yeah. So, what's next? Nearly time to end the episode, but what do you do to wrap up?
Is there anything we need to do? I mean, I took the primordial heart with us, just as I did for Ritual of Fear. Is
Right.
there anything we needed to do with it to complete a ritual?
Well, the ritual was
It got
challenge
instilled
an enemy,
when
beat them in
Theriel
combat, let them live.
let them live.
So that happened.
Yeah.
It happened in the marsh, which was the source of water. So y'all are successful. You also saved the town from illithids. So unless there's something specific you want to do, I think we go to experience points, and you tell me all the cool stuff you did.
I would just like to, on the long train ride back,
Definitely, yeah.
I would just like to lean over to the Ariel and just be like, if you ever want to vent or anything, my tower's open most times.
They're gonna kind of like smile a little bit and just kind of nod and leave it at that. Also, I think before they left, I think the Ariel like maybe had a brief conversation with the mayor along the lines of "You're welcome," and that was the entire conversation.
Yeah, he definitely gives you lots of praise and thanks, but you get the impression that he's not actually happy about it.
I
We
imagine
did
not.
kind of burn down a couple buildings.
Yeah, you burned down a couple buildings. You also took out his powerful allies. He didn't like that. But he's also the face of the village and wants to stay in power, and so he's going to pretend to be happy. Cool. So tell me, what did you learn? What was cool that you did? What do you want to get XP for?
Learned about Promir Ladasiva's opportunism, and even though he just jumped on the winning side, Yurgalin still deems him worthy.
Okay.
learned about Zakul and his fledgling career as a investigator on behalf of the law practice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I had a pretty good dramatic scene with Dovtop, Fenric, and Crake on the train ride to the marsh. Considering the nature of duty, allegiance, and doing what is right versus what is asked. Fenric lost a boot.
Yep, Fenric lost a boot.
Experience worthy for the and then even it out with a very fashionable doffing.
Mm-hmm.
Doptop had a lovely conversation with Benito.
Yes.
Information and a great setting. It's fantastic. And then Craig stole his wand.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Do you have identify as a spell?
No.
Oh, well, what kind of wizard are you?
We've got the
Oh, you got the magic things. You can identify that.
the handheld scanners.
Yep.
Does that identify?
Yeah, they can.
Kind of wand.
Oops.
Fenric scaled with his jetpack, got some oversight on the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then used it, and then broke in with his thieves' tools. Craig cast True Seeing to discover the Illithid was the bar owner.
Yeah, completely by happenstance.
Yeah.
Cast it looking the other way, turns around.
Hey, wait a second.
Like, you're not who you're supposed to be. What? I can't hear a word you're saying.
I really wish that there's like a 1% chance that if the wand is held over a dying character, it just casts fireball instead.
That'd be very funny.
The mayor gave us some information that he was lying about. Told us about the mind flayers. Lied about not knowing, or lied about
Hold
not knowing
on.
what they were.
Not so fast. I gotta write these down.
Sorry. Roll back. Craig persuaded or intimidated the Illithid into revealing that we shouldn't drink the water, and he's been recruiting in addition to the business that he's running. Therario revealed their history in the act of eco-terrorism.
Accidental eco-terrorism.
Accidental eco-terrorism, blowing up the dam. The mayor told us whereabouts Fletcher was, and then we did our skill challenge.
Yep.
Fletcher confirmed that the mind flayer was behind the disappearance, and Benito got too close to the truth. The Ariel spared Fletcher.
To get his shit together.
Exactly. Giving him a whooping, and then we did a bunch of combat, which we were getting experience for per combat.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Craig's Wall of Force was pretty awesome.
Yeah, honestly, Fenric fucking hunting down the escaping mind mutant in the water, I thought was dope. The debut of the whatever dive bomb attack.
Yeah, debut of the dive bomb attack.
Dawn and spike growth to spike growth and plea to keep the townspeople still was a really great way of CCing that and to keep them from getting in the way, collateral, etc. I liked layering spike growth on top of an area with an existing area of effect in Dawn. I thought that was super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's most what I got.
And a nice non-antagonistic moment between Theriel and Craig at the very end.
Yeah. Definitely worth experience points. Y'all have come a long way.
Come a long way from arguing about the ethics of setting a forest clearing on fire.
Let me just calculate the enemies. That was not the encounter I prepared. Okay. 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 And that is your reward each. Also completing the mission that prevents the reality from destroying itself. That too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think this
Of
was
minor importance.
yeah. I think this was a good, a nice mission. A nice mission.
Nice.
That's where we're gonna end it.